Hello and welcome back. Alright. We accepted a Pact with Witches contract. We are at Finstervale. I'll reposition a bit and then we wait. We're also going to get the next sacrifice hopefully soon. While we're near a tavern. Anyways, this is the Spider Queen, it seems, so only one hex. Oh, and the terrain is, of course, semi-bad. We'll be fine, though, surely? Right. Surely we will be fine. Alright, 84 resolve. We should be quite likely to resist. I'll move a bit with this guy. Rayma. Would be nice to be able to see what's going on. I think the hex just moved. Since nothing happened. That or she's waiting. Yes, I know, it's very funny. Would be nice to have the falcon. Anyways, let's advance here. Oh, and actually Horik doesn't have enough vision there. Well, that's kind of fine. And also, yes, Mattis now has this as his weapon. Dietrich the Skillful's Oathkeeper. So he can now do the riposte thing that I built him for. For now, though, he can do that. Alright, let's see here. So Fahad, over there. That should be the hex, so he's waiting, but will she have action points to actually charm someone? So I am a bit tired, you might notice that. Okay, wait with some of us. Let's go take a look with Leonhard. Okay, she moved. So she's around there somewhere. I'll use the tactician stuff later. Also, Dieter is out of the lineup because he got really injured against the wielder of this weapon, Dietrich the Skillful. So I gave, let's see, Carolus the undead trophy for this fight. Anyways, Wilhelm. Where will I put you? So you don't need to do the Wilhelm scream at some point. So he has a pole mace which he can use to stun someone who gets charmed, perhaps. I think I just move like one tile. Well, maybe all the way to 2. Well, 3, technically. I guess it's fine. Sure, move there. We do have adrenaline for Farid. Guess I'll use it here. If he gets charmed, then I definitely don't want to be hit by this weapon here, the Marvelous Cataclysm. So I guess, I don't know. Just kill this. I can hear her cackling. Anyways, move there and I think wait because of the charm possibility. Here come the webs. The World Wide Web. So I need to replace Mattis's armor at some point because anticipation and bone plating don't quite work together. Okay, there she is. Has charmed Wilhelm. That's fine, especially when I can disarm him. He only has 73 melee skill. Well, sure, let's use the bearded blade. So no actual hex ability deployed against us. Oh yeah, and you don't count as an ally, of course. Oh, you're over there now. Okay. You're in the way. Okay, though I should have waited, yes, because of the Blitzkrieg thing. But if I move here... This webneck just appeared, but the webneck eggs are intact, so what the hell happened there? They spawn more than one? Well, anyways, can I actually reach this spot? And one... no. Can't attack there. So let's attack there instead. Okay, so surely one hit isn't enough, but let's see. Never mind, it was enough. Okay, well that takes care of this. There we go, so 3 spiders left. I only see 2 of them, it seems. There we are. Easy. Nicely done. Okay, let's wait for morning, I guess. So the reason we need to be really careful here is that we have a level 11 character, Farid here, who's not a cultist yet. And the sacrifice can happen any day now, any second now even. So we need to keep that in mind as we travel the world and pick and choose what we do. Anyways, the quality of life of Hardened is very welcome here, so it seems like... actually, never mind. Doesn't apply here. My poor brain just is confused at the moment. I need to... oh, whoopsie daisy, what the hell am I doing? Like that. I don't need 2 rondel daggers. Why would I be dual wielding rondel daggers? Anyways, those of us who had these wooden sticks, get something else. It's been a somewhat long day. I apologize if I'm making no sense. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, that's fine. And the lineup positioning is mostly fine. Let's do this, though. Alright. What is this? Kill marauding greenskins around Westenstad. We probably skip that. Yes, we skip it. Though there is a tavern here, so we could do it, I guess. But we won't. Okay. Let's get some supplies here. And I suppose we head back to Hermanshof, where there's a tavern. So don't trigger just yet. Sacrifice. Wait until we're here. So right about now would be nice. No such luck. Local holiday plus ambushed trade routes. Well, the selling price still is pretty weak. I guess we can sell a few things. Though we are going to Lugnstead, I guess. Instead of Eckholz. I don't know. Maybe I missed out on up to 5 crowns or something like that, since I sold at an inferior price. How will we ever financially recover from this? And I am looking at recruits despite being at 20 out of 20, because we have this guy here, Kalle, who is here basically just to fill up the space. He cannot be converted. So in case we get the sacrifice event at an inopportune time, maybe, just maybe, he's the one who goes first instead of Parit. Anyways. Okay, let's sell those few things that we acquired, I guess. I'll sell some of these daggers. I'm not going to be puncturing people, I don't think, anymore. Doesn't really matter. It's far more beneficial to carry, like, throwing nets and bandages than those daggers, for the most part. Though I suppose, I don't know, should I sell these daggers that I have, the non-famed ones? If that's the case, maybe. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Let's see. Let's do it like this. You can make do. See, we have the Voice of Davkul ability on Helmer anyway, so fatigue isn't that big of an issue. So for Carolus, it's a bit of an issue if I... So I'll switch this back. And Dieter back in the lineup as well, so let's leave out Sven for now. Anyways, let's take a look here. Who actually wants to carry some daggers, I mean? I really have to struggle a bit to get these words out of my mouth. The brainwaves are seemingly interrupted on their way to my speech organs. In any case, let's see here. So you can have a bandage instead. At some point someone might... Okay, him let's actually switch like this. That's a bit better, I think. Fatigue is kind of important for him. And indeed, if that is the case, let's see here. So this is weight 34. Okay, that's heavier though. Weight 18, weight 18, weight 21. Okay, I guess we'll go with this. I need to pump up his fatigue, I think. In the veteran levels. Anyways, let's take a look here. You can have a... I mean, most of the time he will be just attacking with the polearm instead of using a net. But still... I'll switch that. Yeah, since I won't be doing the daggering, I'll just leave a dagger on Forage since that's 0 weight. On them Careless, they kind of need their fatigue at the moment. Hakon can carry on with that. Dieter, sure. Though he has his offhand free, so that kind of... Yeah, sure. Actually, never mind. I'll give him 2 nets here. It's very unlikely he ever needs to use them, but we encountered a situation last time where just them having those nets available did kind of save us. Save Dieter in specific. I'll switch this dagger there. Like so. And we'll sell these Rondel daggers. If the armor's famed, it always drops, so you don't need to dagger. And we don't really care about non-famed armors. I guess there's... Since we have so many Battleforged people at the moment, that's not necessarily completely true, as pieces like this are still used. But if I do want to dagger, we have a couple of options for that. Wielded by my elites, apart from Peter. So it's fine. It should be just fine. Alright. Anyways, what was this? This was a caravan to Hermanshof. I don't think we take that. So what the hell do we do? I guess we scout around a bit. While we wait for the sacrifice. Maybe there's a wandering group wandering in soon. Come on, sacrifice. Come on, do it. I know you want to do it. You can do it. Okay, let's go to Hermanshof. As long as it doesn't trigger, like, in the middle, we should be completely fine. The distances are not that great. Okay, I suppose we'll visit Eichholz, see if there's anything there that we'd accept. Or if we see anything in the wilds. Well, normally I would be all over this Caravan to Schwedfeste, but we can't really accept this. Too risky. Okay, well, I'll continue moving around here, near the taverns. Finstervailer, I guess, again. There is a tavern at Hammer Den, but currently I don't think it's worth the risk. It's a very small risk, but it is a risk. I know I'm wasting time. I know, but since I don't have the happy powder, to guarantee I can keep the guys around, this is the wiser course of action. Alright, well, let's go check Finstervailer again. Oh, here we go, here we go. Alright, well, there we go. And Kalle, well, out of these options, Kalle, you will have the honor. Kalle the monk. He looks so happy about this. Svein is a level 1, I think, butcher that we recruited. He's good enough to keep. Kalle will have the honor. Kalle has died. Horik is now an acolyte. Leonhard is an acolyte. Bertwin is a fanatic. Raban is now a fanatic. Plenty of people are angry. I'm not angry though. This is fantastic. So yes, Farid was in danger of leaving. Let's have a drink. Or multiple drinks. Still need Svein. Come on. Come on. He's now drunk, but is he still angry? He's an angry drunk. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, god damn it. Okay, a few more and then... Okay, there we go. Everyone is absolutely hammered. Every single one of us. Okay, well, there we go. Now we can also accept the caravan from here. Yes. Okay, let's go there. The drunken cultists roaming the world. Also, I would need to write down that the sacrifice occurred on day 441. Nice. Let us take this. There we go. All right. So the run is going pretty well at the moment. Haven't had massive disasters in a while. Let's see if we can change that perhaps. Anyways, here we are at Schwertfeste. And indeed we've spawned famed things, so a Spetum is first. More armor penetration, less weight. Okay, no one's going to use that probably, but maybe we'll get it, maybe. Then we have a pretty good, what were these called? Well, it's a sword cleaver hybrid. Kriegsmesser or something like that. Enhanced damage, more armor damage. But the thing is now that apparently Weapon Master in Hardened at least does not work with hybrid weapons. I mean, fair enough, fair enough. Who would use that? Well, maybe someone would. I have the money. Maybe not immediately, but that's good enough to buy, I'd say. So, welcome aboard. And then finally we have a mediocre-ish two-handed axe, which we'll skip. So, am I getting this Spetum? If I... Well, I currently... or at least I used to have a spear guy. Did that... Oh, well, maybe he failed his potential and I let him go. Probably that's what happened. I suppose I'll get it. We have the money. It's not fantastic, but sure. Let's also get some training, if applicable. It seems like it isn't, though. No, it is for Swain. There you are. There is a famed armor here. It's potentially worth buying. It's 20,000. Flexible armor, it seems. So I need to... Also, there's a nimble helmet. It's pretty good. Though the weight is more like flexible level. But I will get that at least. Dignified Heraldic Mail. 258. I mean, that's a good training armor at the very least. I will get that. Okay, and now we are out of money, but we can make money pretty easily. Let's also check the recruits here. So we are still looking for a bannerman. It seems like that's unlikely to materialize in this place. Well, eventually that will be something we can do. Also, one thing to note is that now that I have this guy, Swain, Raban here probably shouldn't be a polearm. So instead some other kind of reach weapon. Because with Swain we have 3 polearms already. So indeed, he has 5 perk points. I did say that I was waiting to find a famed reach weapon, after which I would make my decision. Well, we currently have a famed reach weapon. That's the spear we just bought. but it's not very good, is the thing. I don't know. We might... I mean, 4 polearms is fine-ish. I'll still, I guess, delay the decision, as silly as that is. That is very silly. Something like a pole flail would also work. I guess I could even make a dedicated whip if I really wanted to. That's a very specialized thing though. He doesn't have quick hands to have another type of cleaver ready to go, so he'd just be whipping if that's the case. I don't know what to do with him. I'll at some point make a decision though, don't you worry. I'm slow, but we get there in the end. Anyways, so now what? Let's get some food. Plenty of stuff is going to spoil. So the world is our oyster for the next 20-ish days. Before the sacrifice can trigger. There's this place here, it's on a hill though. There's this place which is not on a hill, so we might be able to do that. We can't really do these undead camps, they are just way too tough. Especially without a banner, we absolutely need a banner man if there's even a single guest there. There's this orc camp here. We could really use like a famed orc cleaver for Peter. Since this one, while it has this nice weapon skills, cost -2 fat attribute, otherwise it's pretty bad, I'd say. Bertwin is level 10, Wilhelm is level 10. Did we also have... Oh, it seems like... yes, it seems like the other guy leveled, like, was it last time? And no, it's Farid, right? Farid. Farid is the level... Well, the former level 10 promise potential. So we have 2 level 10 promise potentials, so getting them some XP now would be nice. There's also this camp, but it's also on a hill. There's this camp here. It's pretty far. So if I go here, I guess we can do stuff in the villages as well. So I think we'll head that way. Let us do so. I will do this contract here. If we get like a 3-star resolve, max rolled lower tier background with the leadership perk group, that's good enough for the banner. Even a 2-star resolve. I don't know. So it's no, it's not weapon, it's nachos, okay. Nachos are tricky. We know that they are tricky. So I should use the top lineup, honestly. We kind of have the top lineup, but Wilhelm can be set out, or Bertwin. I guess Bertwin. So Sven in instead. Right, the forest actually does help us out a bit. in this fight. Night time does not help us. But we'll fight in the forest, I guess. Some of us have a hangover, but that should be fine. It's only minus 10%. What could possibly go wrong here? When half the company has a hangover and I'm very tired. So they do have Pathfinder, so they can find their way to us pretty easily. What we'll do probably is just hold our position, let them come. I will do so. There they are. Well, some of them. Would really help if I could actually see what's going on here. A big one has engaged there. Which means one of these guys will probably get swallowed. Another big one, another big one. Let's start killing them. So I'll use Dieter over here in the middle-ish. One down. So I want 3 allies for Fahad as well. We'll see who ends up being that. Only a 60. No, you're wavering. For 75 melee skill only, okay. Guess I could have used the adrenaline there because I'm not going to use the blitzkrieg yet. Probably should have used that adrenaline. So it doesn't matter since, yes, staggering. Staggering is a thing. Now that one is dead. This one can reach that one though, unless I step on top of the corpse there. It's a little bit bad as a move if you're Horik though. It's fine if one of them gets to feed because we can kill pretty quickly. Step there though. Okay, some medium ones coming. Right, inspiring presence where? I want to stay somewhat in the middle, I guess. So just move like here. Why I already used the voice of Davkul? Doesn't seem like that's necessary or prudent. So we use nothing yet. Okie dokie. I suppose we use Wilhelm in the north. Medium one on top of a corpse. Plenty of medium ones. That's fine. It's completely fine. Now we use this, I guess. As well as the onslaught. Ops created. Move in. Get you back. Do that and wait. Sure. Venturing a bit farther, there's still some big ones somewhere. Yeah, if there's a big one here, we might be a bit in trouble with Dieter. But we can get him back if he gets swallowed. This also blocks their access from that angle. Okay, I'll leave this corpse open there, but I should probably use this now, so I will. Could have used the pummel, I guess, on this one. Let's not waste the fatigue. Well, is it a waste? Maybe not, but let's not use it. Also, I missed that I actually have the Vanquisher ability, so I could have just used that there. Whoops. I am fallible. Yeah, there's a big one. But he might also decide to go for this. Medium one. One big one there, one big one there. It's 259s. Okay, yes, Dieter will get swallowed. We just need to get him out of the tummy. Then we'll be fine. And now I could use the riposte if I'd like. I mean, whatever. Sure. I built him for riposte, so let's do that. Right, let's begin moving on Dieter's position. There's some corpses around here as well, so it gets a bit problematic if I can't protect that angle of the battlefield. If I could rotate someone there, that would be nice. But I can't. I think I just voice of Davkul here. Alright. Sadly, yes. The big one, unless for some reason it doesn't want to swallow Dieter. We'll act before him, so yes. I just attacked twice there, that should be fine. Get in position. Help here. There you go, swallowed. Now we can do... Come on. Okay, fine. Just attack then. Okay, 5 enemies. Let's see, I see 3 of them, so there's some, well, 2 of them somewhere. Farid is missing a lot. Well, he'll get better. It's going to take a bit of time, but he'll get better. And this battle is over. There we are. Horic levels. Level 19. We are also on the Goblin ambition, but we actually never might complete it, or at least it's going to take a long, long while, because I don't enjoy the Goblin fights, and the easy camps have been dealt with, though more of them will have spawned by now. This is the Goblin territory here. Anyways, let's go to Eisenholz. Alright, so we're looking for a bannerman, so someone with the leadership perk group. So occasionally I'll accept this leveling contract. I will be trying out even those low tier backgrounds. So leveling fight, levelers in. Some of the non-levelers out. Even Swain, who's level 1, you have to participate sometime, so not now is the time, I guess. So still Raban, whose leveling is not in. Okay, this hammer isn't the best weapon here, so I'll leave you out, Farid. You're also level 11, so yeah. Alright, where the hell are you? Over here. And thus begins Swain's career with us. did see a spider today. It was not quite as large as these ones. I let it live despite it being inside. Warwick, don't take inspiration from what I say like that. We don't really need the Blitzkrieg in this fight. So I'll skip it for now at least. Not the best fight to be reposting in. But there it did something. Hooray! Also, I could have still attacked there. Whoopsie daisy. Not a big deal though. Swain gets a kill. Hooray for him. Oh, come on, Dieter. Alright, I'll use this as well as that. It's time to use those. Oh, I forgot that the mic is muted. Anyways, you didn't miss much. You definitely did not miss much. So there we go, some levels out of that. Carolus, level 16. More hit points. Walther, level 5. Let's take the +3 melee defense. And I guess I'll take the +2 melee skill. Let's go ahead and take crossbow mastery. Suppose I could now give him a gun. Well, 2 guns I have. Start him out with that even. He's completely fatigued out, of course, with this gear. Well, that's fine. Fine for now. Wilhelm has failed his potential. Okay, Wilhelm, it's time to leave. It's time to go. Oh, Wilhelm. Wilhelm. Yeah, okay, goodbye. It was nice knowing you. The indebted level. Raban has his old perk points, and then we have Swain, reaches all the way to level 4. Bertwin is our level 10 promise potential hope left in the company at the moment. So yes, Dieter is level 22. So yes, Swain, we've pretty much planned him out. I will take these melee defense rolls. He also does have parry. I could even, if I really wanted to, I could try to make a parry build without any stars. I don't think I want to do that though. Rolled another +4. Well, I'll take that one. Having some range defense isn't bad. Right, perk-wise does take Colossus. And I guess we just commit to polearms. If he had quick hands, then cleavers maybe. But he doesn't. So let's take long reach. And... I'll take Backstabber because it's so important to hit things. Despite it being blue instead of green there. So now my indebted are all level 3. Let's really hope that Bertwin doesn't fail. For multiple reasons, of course. The primary one being, of course, that we will have a level 11 elite character instead of a dismissal, but also because I don't want to level this stupid indebted. Okay. There's also an undead group here. We will deal with that. I'd like to use Farid for this, so let's leave out Horik maybe. Since he has a... well, I don't know. Does it matter? Doesn't really matter. What kind of weapon he has for this. It's not full-on skeleton, so the piercing damage doesn't really matter that much. I'll leave out Matisse instead. Okay, I'm really feeling lazy, so I won't actually do anything here. I think. Yeah, this is easy enough. They're far away enough. Those are some nice shield walls you have there. It would be a shame if something were to happen to them. Should have activated that earlier though. Oh well. Farid continues with his tradition of missing. This time it's not as understandable though. Okay. Okay, game. Alright. In any case, it doesn't make any difference in this fight whether we miss those or not. None whatsoever. So with combo I can still use pummel if I move. I haven't tried that ability yet. Let's use it. 4 AP, thanks to combo. Plenty of damage. Takes the spot. Does it hit the spot though? There we go. The power of this hammer is starting to show. Especially in conjunction with the voice of Davkul. There we are. There we are. Okay, Raban has actually leveled. I will take the melee defense +2. I mean, he might even reach level 11 before I actually spend these perk points, which is... yeah, that's a mistake. I guess if we really need him in some fight, I might just level him with something. Anyway, Swain, level 5. He's unstoppable with Berserk. I'll take the fat roll here, instead of the +2 melee defense. Let's take Polar Mastery. And there we go, Bertwin has succeeded. Has succeeded, excellent. 94 melee skill, 50 melee, well, actually more. Actually more. +3, only +2. Anyways, he can go Nimble or Battleforge, we'll see. I guess he could also go Flexible, but I think we pick Nimble. I don't know though, maybe. Maybe not, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'll take this hit points roll. I think he has Berserk. He also has Finesse. He gained the trained perk group, so he gets Weapon Master. We should consider that. I'll take the hit points over the fat though. So Finesse is probably a yes. So 96 melee skill, 53 melee defense, 95 hit points. So I already have so many Battleforged. But yeah, I don't know. Might have to go Battleforged here as well, because that's the one available. And if I purchase Nimble, I cannot purchase a weapon perk group, which means if I go Weapon Master, I get less out of that. So yes, as my brain is working a bit slowly, this might take some time. Forgive me, or don't. It's your call. Okay, let's see. So Vigilant is a maybe. Weapon Master is a maybe. Quick Hands is a maybe. 9 lives is a maybe. He doesn't have Steel Brow. Nor... what am I thinking of? Colossus. Yeah, so he might need that 9 lives. Just for peace of mind, if nothing else. Brace for Impact is a maybe. Underdog is a maybe. So I should think about this with the weapons in mind, probably. So currently this is probably my best weapon, but that's not going to be used by anyone who's not a fencer, I'd say. Though the short thrust ability is pretty good. But he doesn't even have duelist, so we can skip the one-handed weapon debate. So he just goes two-handed always. He could be a two-handed flail. Or a two-handed axe. I have a very good axe. It could be better, but we have a good axe here. In Sir Sven's Splitter. So just a semi-boring axe build. Base fatigue is 113. He gets the finesse help. I mean, if I take Weapon Master, what would he be switching with? He has combo, so we can do things with that. I might need to put my thinking cap on, which means I won't be doing this live. So that means either I put him in the reserves, or I edit the video. I think since I'm tired enough, I should probably just leave him out of the fights for a bit. But yeah, he's an actual cultist, so that's good. Unlike Farid here. So we have, let's see, Volther, the dumb sellsword. Farid, and Swain, who are non-cultists at the moment. And is this my 4th promise potential realized? I think so. Seems to... No, it's my 5th, right? Yes, 5th. Okay. I do think that's the metagaming-wise best way probably to play this Origin in Reforged. Who knows by the time this video actually comes out if I haven't just read up about it. Since I'm playing an old version, if the realized potential thing is changed in Reforged or Hardened. I hope it isn't, at least it isn't nerfed, but we'll see. Anyways, if he goes Weapon Master, I could purchase spears, for example. So once he gets fatigued out, though he does have the finesse, yes. But with combo he can go for... Well, I need to think about what to do with the combo. One thing would be to buy polearms, have the first attack be a leverage polearm attack, which costs like, well, I don't know, something, let's say 4 or 3 AP. Then every single other attack is discounted by 2. And he has Berserk. So yeah, I can make things happen with the Weapon Master thing if there's not enough perk points that I would find use out of elsewhere. Don't think calculated strikes will be a pick here. Not without adrenaline. And of course, it is possible to go Nimble, but he's a little bit weak for Nimble until he gets the... Well, the plus 20 hit points from whatever tier it is. Is it number 4? He's at 1 candle. That will take a long time. So once again, probably go with Battleforged. With the heavy armor cultists, even though kind of the meta way that I thought about, that would theoretically maybe be the best way of playing this Origin, would be to go Nimble with many people, but that hasn't actually happened. The majority are actually Battleforged, it seems. Though I'm a little bit prejudiced against Flexible's current, well, my version's iteration. I don't know if it's changed at all. I vastly preferred the Reforged version of the medium armor perk when I last played just Reforged over this, because I don't like the initiative thing. Anyways, that's just a personal preference thing. But that has also prevented me from taking it on many people, so we are kind of in that vanilla mindset, vanilla thing of having to choose between Nimble and Battleforged. I think we have like one flexible guy. And that was just, well, mainly because we didn't have any other armor options for Randolph, who's one of the OGs. And since buying an armor perk group does cost 5,000, is it, or 4,000? It's kind of limited what you can do with that early game. We are running thin, running low on the Battleforged armor, so definitely if I... Well, he's already using Battleforged, kind of, yes. He already has one. It's probably going to be Battleforged, but then again, if I do that, then fatigue issues may arise. We know that. Base fatigue of 113. But yeah, I need to figure out a way to maximize the combo potential. One thing I can take is the Brace for Impact perk. I believe this was buffed in the more recent versions of Hardened. But who knows what this perk looks like at the time that this video is published. Since I'm ahead. And also I can't really change my version much. Since they are save incompatible. Anyways. So likely we will take Weapon Master. So I do also have this hammer. I don't want to build around this. And if I take Weapon Master, that means I'm taking all of the weapon perks of some group, which means that means if I use that hammer, full force would deplete all my action points. Which I can play with, I guess. After which Berserk would trigger potentially. But with combo, I guess I could switch into something else if I were to use this hammer, which is alright. Could be better though. I also have this cleaver. It's a 6 AP cleaver. So currently has access, which is probably going to be what I build around. Let's just select all of the axe perks here. Let's see. Currently at 6 plant perks. Let's mark 9 lives in green. And these in green. So at 9. And if I take quick hands, that's already 10. That means skipping vigilant. And also actually weapon master. So it does get a bit tricky if I want to include Weapon Master. But with the combo, I suppose I probably should try to get that in there. So what will I skip in that case? I could skip Brawny and Battleforge and go with Nimble. That saves 1 perk point. I'm pretty sure I do want that 9 lives because I just don't want to die. Don't want death. Underdog would be okay. So that would kind of work. Switch Battleforge into Nimble. And then I can purchase a weapon perk group. And use something. Polearms, spears. Maybe cleavers. I could do the whipping thing, finally. I could have like a whipper. Whipper snapper. Mostly for ghasts, to be honest, not disarming. But yeah, my brain isn't really working now, so that's the probable thing that I try to do. But I would really like to fit in Vigilant there somehow. So we'll see. For now, I will just leave him out of the lineup. We can afford to do that. As long as we're not trying to fight something that's going to demand the firepower. So contract done. Alright, drunk event. We lose an ancient legionary helmet. Everybody makes mistakes. We'll just keep the drunkenness. Since it's kind of a buff. Skip these recruits. Get a few items here. Okay. And yeah, I was going to say, or I probably said it already, we were here kind of for the Hanging Man Fort again, which might be a little bit too tough still. Especially if I leave out Bertwin, who is the most recent elite. I mean, we could do whatever's inside as long as I actually play well. Will I play well? Who knows? But with this lineup, we are pretty good. Pretty damn good, I'd say. So I guess we could take a look. Let's go take a look. Why are you confident? Undead? Okay, well, we'll deal with them. Well, let's level then. So Swain in again, and Bertwin, you can be out. As well as Mattis. Alright, this time we'll just advance here. I'll try this. Success. And position like this here for mostly inspiring presence reasons. Okay. That clears the way for this fallen hero to get to us, but it should be fine, right? How could it not be fine? Also advance there if I... Nah, let's just stay. Because of anticipation charges, let's not push our luck. And there's really no need to do so. Oh yeah, Vanquisher. I keep on... Yeah, it's here. It's ability number 9. I need to remember these things. Dang it. I'll use that so it's fine. It's like no biggie. things are happening. Okay, let's see here. So you're wavering because, I don't know, you're not a cultist. Let's move like here. There's some mazes here, so if we get injured here in this fight, then we'll definitely skip the Hanging Man fort. Fatigued out. Yeah, I definitely need more fat for this guy. Most definitely. So, yeah, getting combo might have been a mistake. That may indeed have been a mistake. Yeah, there's the injury for Hakon. Absolutely ludicrous, of course. That was also an anticipation charge, right? Was it? Where is it? Creep misses. I'm blind. Uses bash and misses. Uses bash and hits 33. Primitive harness is hit for 36. Okay, no anticipation, but yeah, 36 damage to the armor and then a fractured elbow out of that. That's just dumb. Yeah, it's just dumb. Yeah, we definitely need some more fat for this guy. I made a mistake. I thought with this -3 fat weapon I could make this work, but apparently not. Yeah. Yeah, also he acts before Helmer. Well, not always, of course. Apparently not. But, I don't know, maybe this, yeah, that, never mind that, but, yeah, he doesn't have enough fat, is the thing. To actually use this properly. Well, I'll give him more fatigue at some point. Give him better, lower rate famed gear. Give him more fatigue. Oh yeah, he's not a cultist, so of course this doesn't work. Yeah. Well, eventually it will, surely it will. Yeah, I'll take your damage. There we are. Oh, and inventory is full. Okay. Well, yeah, I think we skipped the Hanging Man fort. We now have an injury and the inventory is also full. Farid, level 12. More fatigue. Walther, level 6. More fat, more range skill, more hit points. And I might go nimble with this guy, since he's going to be in the back line. Anyways, as a perk, what does he take? Hybridization, maybe. I'm going to have 70 melee skill, like that's guaranteed. Once per round, swapping weapons with no shared weapon type becomes a free action. So we might be able to skip the quick hand, maybe. Unless I want to switch guns. I guess there's no reason really, well, not much of a reason to carry 2 guns at the moment, so I'll switch that. Like that. Anyways. Vigilant. Bully would be perhaps okay. I'll mark that in blue. I guess if I go Weapon Master, I'm always taking iron sights, right? Probably am going with Weapon Master. Okay, sure, take the iron sights. Alright, and let's just go to Hornwald. Okay, deserter number 1. Funnily enough, does have the leadership group with a starting resolve of 23. Goodbye. Then we have the deserter number 2 who cannot be converted as his bright 3-star range skill. Okay, goodbye. Nothing at the weaponsmith. Alright, I'll sell a few items to you, I guess. So I can purchase your tools. Okay, let's go to Gunheim. Check these weaponsmiths while we're here. So is there a temple? At Thunderstead there is. And since it's dusk, let's actually go to Thunderstead. Spend that traveling time during the night. Weaponsmith has a thing which is okay. So sword cleaver hybrid with weapon skills cost -2 and 39% armor penetration instead of, is it 30? Do we have a point of comparison? It doesn't look like. Anyways, we already have one of those. Oh, is it in the inventory actually? Oh, whoopsie daisy. I've left these famed items here in the inventory, like a fool. Okay, you can have that. So we have this Bernfried's carver that we bought. If I were to buy cleavers or swords, I could use that on this guy. We also have, well, a famed shield, hooray. And we also have a famed helmet and a famed armor here. So Sir Markolf's face guard. 209 and 7. I'll give it to Randolph. And then we have a 187 and 6. Yes, for Walther, I guess. Vision -3 though. So once he has nimble or something, then I guess we go with something like the open-faced salad. I don't know. Orc is nimble. I mean, this does work with nimble. Also, we have this 258 and 22. So, in theory, that could be used by any armor specialization, in theory. But it's mostly flexible. $187.6. That makes perhaps a bit more sense for Mattis than this item. Then we have this 230 and 9. So ideally for someone who doesn't have steel brow. Well, I guess could go with steel brow if you're battle forged. I mean, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really necessarily matter. But can I find someone? Okay, I'm going to... Between the episodes, I will decide what to do with Raban. This is stupid, keeping 6 perk points like that, but yeah. I'll try to do that. Also with Bertwin, I will decide what to do with him. Okay, I don't know. I'm too exhausted to make any kind of decision with anything, it seems. Let's take a look at the recruits here. There's a thief. Yes, Fencer. He's also faint-hearted and sure-footed. Well, we'll check him out. If he's like a god, then we can make a Fencer. Very nice initiative. Very poor melee skill. 2 stars though, but yeah, I don't think I'd like to try to build this. So initiative-wise, he's obviously good. But otherwise, not. So goodbye. And then we have a deserter with 9 melee defense, 3 stars, 2-star melee skill, base 58, getting -10. Clumsy brute, okay. 26 resolve. Probably skip this guy. Without these two, well, at least without the clumsiness, and if he had rolled, well, I mean, it's above average. But yeah, that's going to be too low, I'd say. Unless I really would like to build someone with fast adaptation at this point, which is not the case. Nice melee defense, though. Alright, what are these contracts? Secure tomb, that also takes care of this condition, and also caravan to Hornwald. I'll just take the caravan, I think. Spawn something. There's also this. So that is an undead crisis contract. Oh yeah, I was going to sell here, but the selling price is going to be bad now, right? Pretty bad, yes. Okay, we can go to Lugnistead to sell most of our garbage. But I've already accepted this caravan contract, so let's get on with that. Okay, here we are. Also, I forgot to treat the injury because, yes, my brain no work. Alright, well, anyway, let's take a look at the weaponsmith. There's one famed weapon. It might be a buy. Sir, no, not Sir. Big Ferdinand's Crescent. This masterfully wrought halberd features a blade that is built for war and strikes with the weight of a weapon made to end fights quickly. Enhanced damage. Axe/hammer with more chance to hit the head. Okay, I think we've found a thing to do with Raban. So that means we purchase access for him, and he uses that. So we get the bearded blade ability. Yes, we found a thing. Okay, there we go. And he goes nimbleness. So let's go get him access, I guess. So yeah, reach axe is what we do. The bearded blade is going to cost plenty of fatigue once I use it though, so we'll see how it works. He might need some fatigue help somehow. Second wind does work with that, but since it's a 4 AP thing, I believe, even with a weapon like this, well, with any axe. But we'll see if he can actually do it, if he takes it. Anyways, I'll not level him yet. Let's go to a place where we can train him. So, yeah, we also need to sell things. Selling price here is 13, which is not fantastic. I'll get some food, even though this claims we have enough, but some of it is going to spoil. Okay, so Lugnistead to sell things, I guess. And we might find something along the way, like barbarian groups that we can kill. Progress is being made, despite the haziness blocking the neurons from being very effective. Okay, northern soldiers and barbarians. There's been a battle site, so the barbarians are probably dead. That's the northern soldiers. So onwards to Lugnistead. It's going to be dusk. No, not quite. Right, check the recruits first before I sell. Anselm the Thief. He's a dastard. Valdemar the Thief. Sure-footed. Well, sure, we'll try him out. He's not good. Okay, goodbye. Okie dokie. Let's sell our junk. I'll sell this halberd now. We have a famed one. Plenty of stuff I'm keeping here, which maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. It's just, I don't know, might come in handy. Keep all of this stuff, I guess. Might still want to craft things. I'll sell a couple of those mushrooms. Am I going to use Goblin Poison? Maybe. It's very good for the gunner, right? I mean, doesn't it apply it... Well, I would assume it applies it for every single shot that hits. Should work like that, right? Okay, I'll keep it, but we'll see if and when I actually use it. Like that, at least. Crumbled Homestead to the east. Eh. Or Drive of Brigands. Also, eh. We'll just go and train up in Access. And also enjoy food. If there's one thing cultists enjoy, well, two things. It's food and beer. Webneck tracks. Okay, that's a leveling thing we can do. Hello. So... Walther in, I guess. Or will he actually get to shoot anything? Will he hit anything? Who knows? We'll see. This would be good here, but we have a pretty damn nice lineup. Well, I guess sure. We'll leave out Sven. Maybe I should have tried to fight not in the forest. Also, there's 60 of them. That's a lot. Well, that's going to take a while. Swifter combat speed is at the maximum and it still takes this long. Okay. We probably just fight where we are instead of trying to reposition in the forest. We'll skip the Whirling Death for now. You guys just hold positions here, I think. Oric in the high ground, like so. Mattis like here, maybe? I could put Fahad on the high ground as well, actually. Sure, probably. So Dieter over there. Fahad there. So we're kind of split in two by the terrain. Well, and my decision making. Also, yes, the gunner. Do a thing, gunner. Right, so forage. Which way? I guess this way. He's confident. Hooray. Yeah, also... Well, actually, that's 4 allies for Fahad. Well, things will change because we have Vanquisher. Helmer... I guess for now stay put. Do nothing. Here they come. There's so many of them in the forest, they can't even get to us all. So the AI is getting confused. Okay, just stay where you are, I'd say. For now, at least. Okay, let's not even use the Vanquisher. Let's just stay there. That's fine. Okay, sure, use this now. This is going to be so much experience. Okie dokie. Now I'll use this. Immediately after, I start missing. Too bad. Okie dokie. Let's do that. Even though, doesn't matter. Not necessarily. I'm pretty content staying there. Some of them might rally themselves and come back though. I don't know. We'll see. It's, let's see, not enough? Well, I say that, but it's still the shot I make. There you go. Yeah, it looks like the web-necked eggs spawn multiple. Sure, why not? Oh, are you out of... Yes. You're out of ammunition. Oh well. Yeah, we need more of that. Since I lost the one I had. Anyways. Okay. This is quite the endurance contest. Also, I didn't mean to press that button, but I did. No, you have ammo, so you have a... Yeah, you have a spooter next to you. I guess you switch weapons. $31 left. Running out of things to kill a little bit. Okay, just probably hold where you are in that case. 21 left. Now this is gameplay. I could use this in my resume if I wanted to be a bug exterminator. Okay, it seems they are finally leaving. Well, that's good. So it seems one more. There we are. We made it. We made it. 1000 plus XP for everyone out of that. Hooray! Matis, level 13. Hakon, level 18. Randolph, level 23. Fahad, level 23. Raban still has his 6 perks. Wolfer, level 7. I'll take more initiative here since, yeah, I have iron sights. Let's take finesse. Swain, level 6. Alright, we'll see if he's with us for the long term. He's decent, but is he fantastic? I don't know. Remains to be seen. Let's take double strike. Okay. Hermanshof is having trouble with grave robbers. I will ignore that, I think. So we'll just go to Schwertfeste. Well, through Eekholz. We do need to deal with Necrosavants sooner or later, so I guess pretty soon we should try that. It's mandatory for this run. For more than one reason. I'll check some of these recruits, I guess. They do need to roll really well though. So this guy is a sure-footed team player. This guy has back to basics, but he's expensive. Okay, now 660. Let's see. 7 melee defense, 2 stars. Nothing else, really. So I will kick him out. Is there something to craft, perhaps? Throwing nets, okay. Onwards. Glory awaits. Well, Davkul awaits. Okay, just barely dusk. Okay. We wait. We wait patiently. Weaponsmith, nothing. Armorer, nothing. Training hall, though. Raban, you are now an axe man. Unlock axe. There we go. And go back there so I get the rigorous schooling as well. Okay, so takes axe mastery. We'll see if it takes like every single axe perk. I'm not entirely convinced they're the best things to have. But maybe. So takes axe mastery for this. Though I guess I could have gone with hammer mastery. Well, anyways, I want the bearded blade, so yeah, axe mastery makes sense. 4 AP, 19 fatigue. That is quite expensive. Quite expensive. Anyways, is he taking double strike? I guess sometimes that would trigger. Sometimes. What I might do here, since reasons, is leave the episode here, and then once we come back, I might be done with Raban. Well, I will be done with Raban and Birdwin as well. I'll need to maybe even sleep on it, because, yes, having difficulties. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.